Good morning friends and welcome to the pre-market view. US markets were down about 0.23% after a sharp sell-off that we had seen in the previous day, despite the fact that both job data as well as the producers price index data both were slightly on a better side. European markets too were weak and they were down anywhere from 1 to almost about 1.35%. Partly because of the escalation of tension in the Middle East between Yemen and Saudi Arabia, and we've also seen that the crude oil prices have spiked up by about 4 to 5% in the past two trading sessions. In the morning, when we look at the Asian markets, Nikkei is up almost about 0.4%. However, the rest of the markets are not showing any kind of strength. In fact, Shanghai is down about 0.3%, and SGX Nifty is suggesting that we are going to open up flat after a massive sell-off yesterday, wherein the Sensex lost almost about 600 points and the Nifty lost close to 200 points, and we have in fact wiped out the entire gain for this year from January. So overall sentiment continues to be weak, on a weaker side. However, the flows were positive. FIs were net buyers in the cash market to the tune of about 584 odd crore. The domestic institutions were biased to the tune of about 627 crore. However, in the index futures, the FIs were sellers to the tune of almost about 2187 crore. Overall sentiment, as I said before, continues to be weak. Though the flows have been positive, we have broken down important technical levels. So we might see a bit of a pullback or a relief rally. But given the way the overall triggers are not looking too good, the earnings season is going to start where things are not looking too bright. We might remain in a broad range of about maybe 8150, 8200 to about 8600 on the upside. On that note, let me invite our F&O desk expert to take you through important F&O cues and ideas that we can have from the derivative side.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. The Indian benchmark indices witnessed a bloodbath on F&O expiry. As we have seen, the Nifty started the session with gap down opening, and till last minute of the trade, it was continued to trade with negative bias. We have seen a fall of approximately 200 points in Nifty from 8,500 levels to 8,325 odd levels. Last month was treated as a negative month for the Indian benchmark indices, as we have seen that every rise was taken as an opportunity to sell. That's why we have seen that Nifty has fallen approximately 4% down, and Bank Nifty also we have seen it was down approximately 4%. If we talk about April future, yesterday it closed at 8,455 levels with a loss of 1.80%, and cost of carry also started with 48.99%. It was up and closed at 14.20%. Open interest, if we talk about Nifty, April future started with 2.27 crore shares in open interest versus 2.43 crore shares last month. This month we have seen quite less number of shares started in this month. PCR started with 0.86, which is on the lower side. Last month also it was on the same level. India VIX was up by 15% and finally settled at 15.16%. If we talk about last month overall, Nifty was down by 4%, Bank Nifty also was down by 4%, but some of the stocks, those were top gainers like Renpexi, which has given 22% returns. Star, it was up by 24%, Wockhardt Pharma, which was up by 21%, Sun Pharma, which was up by 19%. Overall, all pharmaceutical stocks has outperformed the index. And ITC, it was down by 18%, Jindal Steel was down by 18%, India Bull Real Estate, Adani Power, GMR Infra, which were down by 16% and 15% respectively. If we talk about rollover activity, Nifty has rollover approximately 77%, market wide rollover we have seen approximately 84%. Nifty rollover is quite less compared to last month. Last month it was 80.54 and this month is 87%. But if we compare with last 3 months and 6 months average, it is quite good rollover in Nifty. Last 3 months and 6 months average was 74 and 72, and this time it is 76. And if we talk about rollover cost, it is started with 113 points in Nifty, and Bank Nifty started with 235 points. Compared to the rollover cost and rollover in percentage terms, majority of the long positions has been carried forward to the next month. If we talk about sector-wise rollover activity, like cement, realty, capital goods, fertilizers, pharmaceuticals, they were strong rollover, and on weaker side like telecom, technology, metals, banking, they have seen a weak rollover in this month. In the options activity, this time option activity is quite scattered, like 8,500, 8,600, also 9,000 call options started with good number of shares in open interest. In percentage term, 8,500 started with 303%, 300 3.98%, 8,600 started with 180.77%, and 9,000 call options started with 25 lakh shares in open interest. On put option side, 8,400 started with 21.28 lakh shares in open interest, followed by 8,300 and 8,200 put option. On bank period front, there is no security in bank period today, and FIs were net sellers of 1,500 odd crores in future and option segment. They were net sellers of 2,167 crore index futures. They were net buyers of 2,087.37 crore index options. They were net sellers of 1,468.14 crore in stock futures, and they were net buyers of 51.46 crore in stock options. Our monthly straddle break-even point stands at 8163 on the lower side and 8737 on the higher side. If either of the range breaks, we can see the movement on that direction. Singapore Nifty is down by 4 points, which is at 8458. We may see a marginal flattish to negative start in Nifty futures today. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Friends, let me take you through Sharekhan pre-market action starting with trading ideas. First of all, long call on TCS is Accenture has delivered a strong set of numbers for the second quarter, and they have also upgraded its revenue guidance to about 8 to 10% growth from earlier growth guidance of about 5 to 8%. So one can long TCS with a stop of 2463 and a target of about 2588 to about 2638. Candela, some positive news as the company has acquired 50% stake in Zydus BSV Pharma. So one can long that one with the stop loss of 1617 and a target of about 1699 to about 1732. UltraTech Cement, the High Court has handed back the limestone mine to UltraTech, setting aside Rajasthan government's order. That's again a positive for UltraTech. So one can long that one with the stop loss of 2742 and a target of about 2881 to about 2937. In other news and updates, the government has signed a pact of about $300 million with ABB for the roads in the northeast region. That's a positive for IRB, ITNL, Sadbhav Engineering and Ashoka Buildcon. IRB Infrastructure is likely to raise about 440 crore through a QIP route. Madras High Court allows lessors to issue notice to SpiceJet on winding up petitions. Bajaj launches the new Pulsar RS 200 and SBI to pay stake in general insurance venture to about 51%. Shipping Ministry has sought infrastructure status for the shipbuilding industry, which is positive for ABG Shipyard and Bharti Shipyard both. GMR buys about 10% more stake in Delhi Airport for about 492 crore. Airwave auction, Airtel, Vodafone and Idea has spent about $13.6 billion, and the government has been able to raise almost about 1,10,000 crore. Through this auction. SC allows government to collect initial payment from the telcos for the spectrum auction, as the government requires funds for meeting their fiscal deficit target. And High Court has said that the cancellation of the JPL bid for coal mines is wrong. Here are the list of here are the stocks that one can refer for day trading. Stocks with positive bias are DLF, TVS Motors and Bharti Airtel. And the stocks with negative bias is India Bull Real Estate. The stocks for investment that we like at this point of time are L&T, Aditya Birla Nuvo, Tata Motors, DVR, Infosys and UltraTech Cement. That's it from all of us, friends. Have a great trading session, a good weekend, and see you on Monday morning.